I want you to pay attention to this. No matter how you use Photoshop, this effect can be remarkable. It's subtle, but it can really add kind of a layer of mystery to what you're doing. I saw this first shared, at least from my point of view, back in, I think, 2004 at Photoshop World in San Francisco. A guy named Jim DeVitale was a fine artist. He manipulated photographs and took pictures of weird stuff. He inspired me to start taking pictures of the ground and cracks in walls and stuff like that because they can be useful. And we set a shortcut for Gaussian blur. So again, Shift-Option-Command, N-E-O-A, or not N-E-O, which gives us everything on a new layer as a smart object. And notice, let me turn this off. So this is just what's below it. This is just a smart object with everything below it. The Gaussian blur. Now, notice the quality of the lines. And when you do it yourself, you're going to notice what happens to the textures. You're going to see a little softening, but you're going to see a lot more than this because two things happen after you apply this. And if I double click on this, I used 3.2. So go ahead, use 3.2 and see the preview. See how everything is all blurry. Well, the trick that DeVitale shared is, first of all, change the blend mode to darken and lower the opacity. And I went ahead and settled on 40. But the way you change the opacity in a layer stack, the quick way, make sure you're on the Move tool. And then you just use the keyboard. Now watch this right here. If I hit 0, it goes to 100%. And that's what it looks like at full effect. If I hit 0 twice in a row, it goes to 0. And that's what it looks like without the effect. So 0 is full Gaussian blur 3.2 with a darkened blend mode. And then you just start hitting numbers. 8, look over here. 80% for 8. 4, 40%. 2, 20%. 55. If you hit two numbers quick, it goes ahead and applies both. I settled at 40. And I felt like this was a good place to leave this. Because this, as if we turn these off, this is where we started. This is where we got to. And I thought, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we have a dramatically different effect. There's where we were. Here's where we are. And you might say, well, that's not that dramatic. And yeah, you're right. It's not. But is it more appealing, visually appealing? That's the whole experience when you're moving through this. And I'm going to cap off these last 3 videos with something I use all the time. And I hope you will too, because when you think everything's just right, this next move can take it one step further and you go, whoa, that's pretty cool.